Good evening once again, and thanks for keeping us company. As we start it off tonight, the Prime Minister of Rwanda, Dr. Edouard Ngirente, received Mr. Eric Needler, the Ambassador of the United States of America to Rwanda. During their discussions, they explored various areas of cooperation and shared interest. And to more, the Ministry of Gender and Family Promotion urged parents to assist girls to join science and technology courses as they have the ability to pursue them. The ministry emphasizes that this goes hand in hand with availability of equipment needed in studying these particular courses. We do have the details with Prince Manzi.
Bright Ineza, a Fawe Girls School student in Kigali City, is finalizing her project of manufacturing home-based tools. She demonstrates that the skills gained at school can generate income for her in future. Here we manufactured various tools. This is a box where one can keep these luxurious objects, rings, drawers. This is also a soap dish, a vase. We also have cups. All these were manufactured using this machine. The program we use predicts the price depending on the materials we used. On the other hand, Shekina Mutoni and her colleagues manufactured a robot that can be used to uplift tools in industries and other working places. She states that this robot is a solution to fastening work. The robot can be used to bring something to someone, and that is very useful in case of a spreading disease. This robot can prevent it. Another example is in case of restaurants and hospitals, where this robot can prevent unnecessary movements. Statistics demonstrate that 57.4% of girls in high schools undertake science and technology-related courses and 35.7% in universities. The Minister of Gender and Family Promotion, Dr. Valentine Wamaria, urges parents, family members, to favor young girls to join these courses as they have the ability.
Probably answer to that. In 2024, we know that men and women have the same mental capacities, and that the only thing that matters is the human willingness, spirit, to achieve a given goal. And that was demonstrated by the presenters here. In Rwanda, the International Day of Women and Girls in Science holds a special place in our calendar, serving as a reminder of the vital contributions that women and girls make in the field of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. It is a day also to recognize and promote gender equality in these disciplines.
Rwanda celebrated the International Day of Women and Girls in Science, that is usually celebrated globally, on the 11th February. The Executive Secretary of the National Council for Science and Technology, Dr. Eugene Mutimura, demonstrates that there is a progressive and productive step being made in this respect, enhanced by the government.
And so we are very excited that continuously the government of Rwanda is supporting gender equality in terms of science and technology. We are seeing increasing numbers of women excelling in science in TVET schools, increasing number of women doing STEM disciplines. So this is very exciting overall, and so we are very happy and thank the government for their support.
On the International Day of Women and Girls in Science, women in research and other essentials in the development of this sector are recognized. Prince Manzi, RwandaTV News.
Thank you, Prince. Still to what topped our edition, the Emergency Insurance Fund disburses an annual sum of 2 billion Rwandan francs to provide coverage for employees who experienced workplace accidents. This was stated by the Rwanda Social Security Board, RSSB, which urged institutions to cover for the insurance of their employees to ensure for their safety at work. Prince Manzi continues.
The Rwanda Social Security Board RSSB research demonstrated that there is still a big number of employees facing diseases and accidents due to the working environment. This results into permanent disabilities that results into not proceeding with work, yet not under insurance, as elaborated by Regis Hitimana, the Chief Benefits Officer at the RSSP. The research demonstrated that nearly 8 million of Rwandans are eligible for work, and 4.5 million are working, and yet the contributions we receive are not even for 1 million people. Hitimana adds that the Emergency Insurance Fund pays 2 billion annually for employees who met accidents at work or diseases. Basing on the statistics of the first 6 months of the previous year, the fund paid over 1 billion for 3,000 employees. The research on this issue was done in sectors of agriculture, forestry, fishery, industries, transport, mining, and construction. Employers stress on how ignoring safety of employees is not only a problem on a personal level, but to the employer and the institution. Ensuring safety at work is beneficial because it prevents accidents at work, and preventing accidents means the increase in production. Because in case of an accident, others struggle as no one is hired to replace him. The funds used to cover for someone who fell into an accident are much more. Consider also how if an employee dies or falls sick, the environment changes, the employees are not motivated, and the brand of the institution is damaged as well. Agriculture, fishery and mining comes at the fore in having higher numbers of accidents such as injuries and deaths related to the type of work. The International Labour Organization demonstrates that over 2.3 million people die from work-related accidents and diseases annually. Prince Manzi, RwandaTV News.
Rwanda, in collaboration with Qatar, celebrated a day dedicated to the promotion of agricultural products exported from Rwanda. Dubbed Rwanda National Day and Business Forum, the ceremony was held in the capital of Qatar, Doha. We have the details. The fair brought together 80 countries to exhibit agricultural export products. As Rwanda showcased activities, it was revealed that a lot is being done to increase the quantity of agricultural exports, taking international standards into account. Some of the Rwandans who live in Qatar, as well as exhibitors, commend the fair, which presented unique opportunities for them to expand what they do. Among what we do, which is the reason as to why we're here in the first place, is to showcase what we have in Rwanda, for instance, tourism, and where all this interconnects with conservation. It's from there that we showcase other activities and products, including coffee. I attended this trade fair as a Rwandan who live in Qatar, which was about balancing conservation and agriculture output. It is important because agriculture is the source of food, and environment is what makes tourism possible. People were interested to know how that stands in the case of Rwanda. Some of the crops that Rwanda is promoting in Doha include coffee, which is the most preferred by many buyers and to date the highest income earner. However, other agricultural products from Rwanda have a smaller market. From this, Rwanda's Minister of Agriculture, Dr. Musafiri Ildefonse, reiterated that this is due to the fact that Rwandan products are not well known on the Qatari market. Not many of Rwandan products are sold on the markets here. That is why we're here, to showcase what we have so as to create awareness and be able to sell a lot here as we do in other parts of the world. As we strive to increase quantity, we take quality into account as well. Rwanda is currently participating in Expo 2023, Doha Horticulture Expo. The theme of the expo is Green Desert, Better Environment, and aims to promote sustainable innovations and combat desertification. The government of Rwanda recognizes the opportunities for the green economy to generate sustained economic growth while ensuring social well-being and mitigating environmental risks. The country's policies have been designated to effectively implement green and solidarity-based growth and achieve the country's climate action agenda, whilst focusing on sustainable economic growth and poverty reduction. As the National Council of Women convened women representatives from various sectors in the city of Kigali, they demonstrated their commitment and determination to be at the forefront of the development of a woman in particular and the country at large, and increasing and improving her role through good governance and the development of Rwanda. Christelle Uwase has the report.
The meeting convened women representing others in various sectors, business, management and cooperatives. They were trained on efficiency in their daily activities, at the same time standing out as the heart of the family, how to access financial services, and how she can be a good influence to others. The meeting also tackled on how women in leadership fulfill their responsibilities. Madame Asumuta Kabanyana explains the benefits of these workshops and their goals.
Iyo mihigo rero turi kureba umuryango utekanye w'igihugu cyacu twebwe ubwacu.
So we are looking at the safe community of our country and ourselves as leaders. In fact, we hope that we'll fulfill our promise. When we do an evaluation of what we are doing, we're in a good position.
Twitegura no kwinjiramo tukayinjiramo twiteguye.
The discussions also focused on the role of women in the upcoming presidential and parliamentary elections, as this will be the first time they will be held simultaneously, as elaborated by Kayesu Genevieve.
We are having a presentation concerning how it will be done, because it's the first time they have the election that will combine the president, the voting of the president and the member of parliaments. So women are the candidates, by the way, they are also candidates. So we need to have the information and then how to get more prepared, and of course mobilizing the communities and looking forward having that day as a jubilation on our side.
With the country's policies, women are currently on the forefront in the country's development. Nevertheless, some are still lagging behind, as demonstrated by the Director General in charge of community development and good governance at the city of Kigali, Jean-Paul Munyandamutsa.
Gukoresha neza rero urwo rubuga bashyiriweho cyangwa urwo rugaga.
It is good that the way was paved for them. This is one of the things that should go with the capacity of good understanding that they are capable, and the challenge is that we still have a big number of those who can't think that women are capable.
Badatekereza ko bashoboye kiba ari ikibazo.
The women who represent others are determined to go down and train their colleagues and all other levels to help them with family development and personal development as well. Christelle Uwase, RwandaTV News.
Thank you, Christelle. The Rwanda Basic Education Board, in partnership with USAID, awarded certificates to 42 tutors from teacher training schools who completed the training on the Foundation Literacy Professional Development course offered by the Florida University through the Tunoze Gusoma program. Teachers commended the initiative for equipping them with the capacity to provide adequate and accurate dated knowledge to the students. Tunoze Gusoma project lead explained about the program and expected outcomes in delivering quality education in Rwandan schools.
We started this professional development course. We did an assessment to understand what are the current practices in teaching literacy, so we could organize a program that will help them do things differently based on current research in teaching literacy. So earlier on, we found out that many of the tutors were using traditional methods of teaching literacy. For example, just maybe reading a book without engaging the kids to read with the teacher, not providing enough opportunities for children of different abilities to be able to learn together. So the program we put in place has helped the tutors integrate in their teaching practice international best practices of teaching children at their level, so all children have a chance to read based on their ability. I think that is one thing we have focused on in this course. Another thing also has been to be aware of different learning styles children have. Not all children can learn the same way. So we call that differentiated pedagogy. So that is something also we have focused on this course. And in assessing the tutors' new ways of doing things, we have discovered that many tutors have changed their ways of teaching literacy. And we have confidence that if these practices remain in their work, we will be seeing teachers that will leave the TTCs going to the classrooms to teach using new ways of teaching literacy.
And that's all from us here at RBA's Rwanda Television News. On behalf of the entire news production, as well as the technical team that made it happen, many thanks for being with us. And up until next time, stay safe and have a fun-filled weekend. Goodbye.